I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to deal with this. This is that molding strip that goes on the corner. And hopefully I've got this in front of the lens so you can see it. This is the very top, goes up on top, and you see the there's a groove in here. I hope you can see this. There's a groove in there, and I've got a roll of new white screw cover. It's just about an inch or so wide, and it's got a little sharp edge on each side that fits under both of these. You squeeze it in and then let it expand back out into these two grooves, and it ends up just a slightly curved white plastic strip. But if you can see here, the ends of this are mashed together. So after I get it cleaned up, at some point I'm going to have to try to use something to get this groove opened up. And there on the end is less of a problem than, where is it? Here. Now if you can see that, see, this is part of the old screw cover strip where this got bashed against something. That old piece is caught under there, and I'm really going to have to do some work to get this bent back into shape and everything. And then the bottom end, that's okay. I've got to clean the grooves out a little, but that's workable. My worst spot is here, and then that one up at the other end that I showed you. But I'll let you see what I'm going to use to get this cleaned out some, and then after I'm done, then I'll have to get these bends and everything straightened back out, and then touch up cleaning up again. And this is kind of tedious to do. I may just show you some of this and then take this and put it on a little better surface or something to work with to make it more stable. But this drill and this wire brush is what I'm using. And I'll just do a little bit of this to show you how I'm doing it, and then what it'll look like after. Okay. Clean the debris off the camera lens again. I think you can see some difference. And I'm not going to strip this whole thing all the way down to the aluminum like I did in a lot of this right here. Most of it I'll probably just do kind of like I did here. There's little bits of caulking, either the old caulking or the clear silicone. There may be little bits of that here and there. Some of it, like this right here, feels so good. Right here, if you see it, see that's a little spot of the clear silicone there. And see, I can get that off with my thumbnail. And a lot of it, like this, I'm not going to use that wire brush on. And I've got those sanding blocks that I get, and I'll just use them. And it's more or less just to kind of, it's like emery cloth or something. It just makes a slightly textured surface for your new paint to stick to. And but I think I've got my point across about this, about how to use that. And that wire brush is great for doing these things. Now I'll use that wire brush because you can see all in here is kind of nasty. You probably wouldn't have to worry about doing this at all, and a lot of people wouldn't. Because if you're going to put the new screw cover strip in, you're not going to see this in here anyway. But I don't know, call it OCD or being neurotic or whatever you want. That's just my way of doing things. And the back side, you see, is the same. See, this is some of the old original caulking. It's still soft, and I've got I want to get all that out, mainly because I don't want it to interfere with my new caulking. The new caulking is going to be soft and will get mashed out when I put this on. I'll put a bead of it all down this center part at least, and when it gets mashed out, it will seal up around these screw holes and stuff. Well, I don't want stuff that's hard or semi-hard in here in the way interfering with my new caulking getting spread out good, if you understand what I mean. So anyway, I'll stop the camera again and probably not do any more until I get this all cleaned up and straightened out, and then we'll go from there. Just looking at it, a lot of people I think would probably say this is useless, hopeless, but we'll see. It won't be the first time I've straightened one of these out, so we'll see how well it fits when it's all said and done. Okay,